The Artemis Roman II crew has returned to Earth, marking the first human lunar mission in nearly 54 years. The astronauts splashed down near San Diego and were welcomed at Ellington Field in Houston by NASA officials and supporters. During their 10-day journey, the four-person team set a new record for deep space travel, reaching a maximum distance of 252,756 miles from Earth. Commander Reed Weissman, pilot Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen completed this historic mission on April 10th, with their arrival in Houston taking place the following day. The successful completion of Artemis Roman II not only celebrates past achievements like Apollo missions, but also sets the stage for future long-duration lunar missions and eventual crewed landings. NASA Administrator Jared A. Seckman emphasized the significance of this mission for upcoming Artemis endeavors. As they returned to Earth, the astronauts were greeted by a jubilant crowd at Ellington Field, including Space Center workers, military officers, members of Congress. This marks a momentous day in NASA's lunar exploration journey. A man armed with a machete attacked 3 people in the 42nd Street Grand Central subway station on Saturday morning around a.m. Police fatally shot the suspect after repeated orders to drop his weapon were ignored. The injured victims, aged 65 to 84 and all sustaining non-life-threatening injuries, received immediate medical attention following the incident. One victim suffered significant lacerations to the head and face, another had an open skull fracture, a third sustained a shoulder injury. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch said the suspect, identified as Anthony Griffin, 44, was acting erratically and advancing toward officers with his weapon still in hand when he was shot. Tisch added that Griffin had 3 prior unsealed arrests on record before this attack. The violence occurred during morning rush hour at one of New York City's busiest transit stations. Governor Kathy Hochul praised law enforcement for their swift action, though she provided no additional details about the ongoing investigation. Law enforcement officials emphasized the randomness and lack of clear motive behind the violent incident. This underscores the need to remain vigilant and cooperate with safety measures in public areas. The Masters tournament has announced a record prize purse of $22.50 million for this year's championship at Augusta National Golf Club, with the winner set to receive $4.50 million. This leads by 6 strokes is Rory McIlroy, who could become only the 4th player in history to win back-to-back championships at Augusta National. Top 4 finishers will each earn over $1 million. This reflects an industry trend toward increased player compensation in golf's major tournaments. This significant increase from last year's $21 million prize purse underscores the growing financial allure of golf's prestigious events. As the competition enters its final day, all eyes are on McIlroy as he aims for another victory and a substantial cash reward. Pope Leo XIV issued a strong condemnation of the ongoing conflict between the United States and Israel in Iran, denouncing what he calls the delusion of omnipotence driving military actions. Speaking during an evening prayer service at St. Peter's Basilica on Saturday, the pontiff called for political leaders to engage in peace negotiations rather than pursuing displays of power. The Pope's remarks came as concurrent face-to-face talks between U.S. and Iranian officials were initiated in Pakistan. This signals a potential shift towards diplomatic resolution amidst the crisis. Cardinal Dominique Joseph Mathieu from Tehran attended the service in Rome, highlighting the global religious response to the conflict. Since the beginning of the war, Pope Leo XIV has gradually increased his criticism of military actions, stepping up his appeals for peace and dialogue with each passing week. This Saturday's address marked a significant escalation in his public stance against the use of force and idolatry of power. The U.S., represented by Deputy Chief of Mission Laura Hochschla from the embassy in Rome, was present at the service. This underscores international attention on the Pope's call for peace amidst complex geopolitical dynamics. The pontiff's message is seen as a direct challenge to President Trump and other officials who have emphasized military superiority. As global communities observe simultaneous local prayer services, Pope Leo XIV urges all people of goodwill to pray for an end to war and demand peaceful resolutions from their leaders. His call for peace reflects the Vatican's concern over the spillover effects of conflict into neighboring regions with significant Christian populations. With ongoing diplomatic efforts and religious appeals converging, the immediate significance lies in whether political leaders will heed Pope Leo XIV's call for dialogue and negotiation to bring an end to the war. New vehicles now sell for an average of nearly $50,000, up 12.6% from a year ago. Automakers are focusing on producing more expensive SUVs and pickup trucks, reducing the availability of cheaper models. This trend adds to inflationary pressures, making transportation less affordable for many consumers. Young married couple Dana Ebel and Tyler Marcus find themselves facing sticker shock as they look to purchase their second car. The share of vehicles priced under $30,000 has dropped from 40% to about 13% over 5 years. This shift affects younger consumers disproportionately, who are struggling with wages that have not kept pace with the rise in car prices. As automakers continue to produce more expensive models, consumers like Ebel and Marcus are considering used cars or outright purchases to manage monthly expenses. The affordability challenge is a significant concern as midterm elections approach. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office has launched an investigation into sexual misconduct allegations against U.S. Congressman Eric Swalwell. 4 women have come forward, accusing Swalwell of inappropriate behavior ranging from harassment to rape, including incidents in New York. Swalwell denies the accusations and vows to defend himself with facts. The congressman is a leading contender for California governor in next year's race. 2 prominent Democratic supporters have withdrawn their backing since the allegations surfaced last week. The investigation aims to determine the validity of claims made by the accusers, one of whom alleges an assault occurred during a charity gala in New York in 2024. These accusations come at a critical time for Swalwell's political career and could impact his gubernatorial bid if proven true.